say good evening to you. Welcome to the Sports Complex. Game number 2 of the Midget B Mohawks season. They'll be playing host to the Vaudreuil Vikings, who come in with a record of 1 win and 1 tie on the campaign. The Midget B team that was promoted into this division, a young team, a bunch of first years, and only 2 or 3 third years, so probably a good move to put this team back into this division. And the Vaudreuil Vikings coming in. Mohawks a 3-3 tie against Mercier on Sunday night to start their reign off in the B division. Vaudreuil will be wearing white with red, yellow, and black, playing left to right. The Mohawks in black, gold, and white, playing right to left. I'm Brandon Bordeaux. Welcome to the show. This game brought to you by Mohawk Super Bingo, the home of the 9 Grand Slam. That's right, 9 grand given away every single night in grand total. Don't forget, you can join them in session or you can join them in Zoom sessions. Pick up your tickets each and every single day from 9 to 5 over at the Mohawk Super Bingo, located on the 138. Kahnawake starting. Damon Paul in. That's the Howie cross on the wing. Defended by Everett Rice. Alex Martin 12 in black. And the Vikings pick it up. Interception. And the Mohawks start it back. Daniel cross center. There's a lead pass. But there it is, Latour, 15 in black. He's battling against Mattis Chainsaw, 43, the defenseman in white. And Mohawks can't get by the defense. It comes back to the point. Here's a wrister, which is blocked. Hit Oziewski, and ricochets back into the Mohawks end of the ice. Ronan Daibo brings it up. Daibo with a soft pass, cross, just ricochets it. Back behind the Vaudreuil goal. Coming back to get it, Pilo. And it's picked up by the Vikings inside. Making their way in, Samuel Dore. Dore looks in front of the goal. That pass cut off. And they fight for the puck in deep. Comes back along the half wall. Back to the point it goes. And that pass is intercepted by Denny Ladanje Kirby. Kirby tripped up, and we're going to have our game's first penalty. A tripping call against the Vikings. Power play number 1 coming up here with just a minute 14 seconds gone by in the contest. Mohawks, a 3-3 tie the other night in Mercier. It was their first game in this division. They had not been able to win a game at the A level. It's a very young team focused on development and focused on the next 2 years. Obviously, some critical years were cut off due to the pandemic, the end of the 2020, and of course the cancellation of the entire 2020-2021 season. Pass to Daibo, set to take the draw. Martin Stacy Jr. on the wing. Back at the point, you have Matthew Stacy, number 3. Here's a shot by the Haas from the point, and that does not hit the target. Picked back up by Stacy Jr. His pass ricochets. Martin Stacy Jr. picks it back up. Stacy Jr. trying to ricochet it back to a point. He got it to Matthew Stacy. Puck bounced on him. And it's intercepted by the Vaudreuil Vikings. Stacy Jr. kept it alive momentarily. And Denny Ladanje Kirby is away. Pass gets in, but just barely. And the Vikings pick it up. Kept alive by the Mohawks. Daibo back to the point. Kirby in a deflection. Loose in the blue paint. Pad save made. And we're going to have an interference penalty coming up here after Carmen Singh found the puck. And the penalty has been the power play has been nullified. It's now 4-on-4. And a face-off coming back in the Kahnawake end. Draw to the left of the Mohawks goal. No score. Chason takes the draw. Kirby comes in from the point, or from the blue line, and deflects it in. Giving chase to the puck is Dybel. Pass to Dybel, the first one on it. Centers it out in front. Intercepted by the Vikings. Vaudreuil, Dybel. Gets in. Slap shot, and that's stopped by Singh. And the Vikings are going to keep it going. Singh decided to drop it, and 3 Vikings turned away at the worst possible time. Cannell and Wells, the defense. And back comes Vaudreuil. Chase off, cut off by Kirby. Already with Edgy, Kirby has some room to operate. Kirby with the Hillard Ordu. Dybel was off wing. Dybel can't jam it in off of the one-hopper off the back wall. Picked back up by the Vikings, but intercepted and fanned on by Jordan Jacobs. And this one's going to roll on net. Damon Paul to save. And cooler heads will prevail. Face off in Mohawks territory. To the right of Paul. Dybel taking it 4-on-4. We still have 12 seconds in that, and then it'll be an abbreviated power play for the Vikings as a shot comes in easily patted aside by Damon Paul. Picked back up by the Vikings. A backhander blocker saved Paul. The Hillard Dybel gets it to the point, kept alive. Power play has now commenced for the Vikings. As Dore's out, a centering feed, they score! Power play for the Vikings! Dore comes out of the box. And Louis Deshay gets the Vikings on the board. It's 1-0. And we're coming 3 minutes, 25 seconds into this contest, so the Vikings have opened up the scoring. It's a power play goal. And there the Mohawks come back. Murphy hit the side of the net with the pass. Murphy and Dore fighting for it. Back to the point it comes. Dybel lets it go. That's blocked on the way through. Back to the point it comes. The hash. His shot blocked, but it took the Vaudreuil stick with it. And the Vikings are away 2-on-1. And that's blocked. The Haas did a good job coming back into the play. The Haas picks it up. The Haas up the ice. Hits cross, inside, cross, 2-on-1. He shoots, saved by Singh. And no rebound given up by the Vikings netminder as the Kahnawake Deer was in the neighborhood looking for a rebound. 10:50 to go in the first. 1-0 Vaudreuil Vikings. A face-off coming up to the right of the Vikings goal. Markey, Deer, and Cross up front. Back to the point it comes. The Haas kept it alive momentarily. And now Chiasaw comes back. Chaseoff moving on in. Chaseoff in front of the net. Intercepted by the Mohawks. And deflected back out by Cross. Puck got caught up and neutralized. Chaseoff picks it up. One man to beat Midget. He gets outside and lets the wrister go off the mark. Back to the point it comes. A shot from the point goes through and nobody is able to pick it up, but the Mohawks do on this end. A lead pass by Deer broken up, and Kahnawake Deer deflects it back in. Puck goes to the left of the goal, picked up by the Vikings, and played back up the center ice. Matthew Stacy and Ronan Dybel getting their wires crossed momentarily. The cooler head prevail on the breakout, and the way they come, led by Montour. Montour getting outside, wall to well, laid nicely by Cannell. Back to the point it goes, and that one bounces between the wickets of Stacy and makes the pass to Dybel. But the pass handcuffed his defensive partner. Here's a shot which will not hit the net, picked back up by the Mohawks and played up the wall, but not out. Stacy breaks it up. There's a lead pass, but Tor tied up and he lost his footing at center ice. Matthew Stacy in his own zone. His pass broken up. And there's a good defensive play by Martin Stacy Jr. to get back in. And there's a lead pass, a little too far intended for Stacy Jr. Singh Gets it and gets rid of it before Stacy Jr. can capitalize. Divo kept it alive. Stacy Jr. Latour forces a turnover and a backhand shot stuffed out by Singh. 6 minutes gone by. Kirby giving chase to the puck. In pursuit of it is Samuel Dore, and Kirby got there first. Centering feed broken up by Martin Stacy Jr. Stacy Jr. up the ice. George Jacobs gets in there. Jacobs on his wing. He lets it go, and that's patted aside. Jacobs picks it back up. A centering feed broken up. Intercepted by the Mohawks. This is Rice shooting it back behind the Vikings goal. Everett Rice in pursuit of the puck. Can't get there. The Vikings scoop it up first. There's a centering feed broken up by Rice. Good pass in front. Shot save made. There's a shot off the pad. Ashton Divo in tight had the opportunity, and Singh came up big on that play. Good feed by Rice. Now it's stolen. Everett Rice shoots, blocker save. A rebound picked back up by the Hawks and played back behind the Vikings goal. Vaudreuil Dorion, the first one's on it. Rice with the steal. Rice shoots and he misses short side. Back out to the point it goes. And that'll be offside at the Mohawks. At the Vaudreuil Dorion line with 7:36 to go in the first. You gotta like what you're seeing here from the Mohawks perspective. They're doing a good job turning up the heat on the Vaudreuil Vikings defense. Over Odie Diver, can't pick it up. Scooped up by the Mohawks. Ready with Benji Kirby. The cross, he deflects it in. And Kirby will have to get back. Kirby, the defenseman along with Noah Norton, 14. Kirby. Making his way into Vikings territory. Knocked off the puck. Deer backs him up. Kirby. For Deer in that pass, handcuffed him and he hit it. Something on the way too as well. Kirby kept it alive. Kirby pinned along the wall. Good job by the Terps of Vaudreuil. Olszewski comes in. He shoots. Puck's on edge and David Paul settles it down. 1-0 with 6:51 to play here in the first. The Vikings leading the Mohawks. And a face-off coming up to the left of the Mohawks goal. Nikita Novak taking the draw for the Vikings, and that's played out of the zone. Not going to go far enough for icing. Let's Markley in pursuit of the puck here. Markley forcing the play, and it nearly hits pay dirt for Kahnawake, but Singh, alert and aware, covers it up before the Mohawks are able to get on the board here. Face-off coming up to the left of the Vikings goal. Novak against Markley, and Novak won the draw there. Robertus Montour, back to the point it goes. And it's intercepted by the Vikings. And away comes Vaudreuil Dorion. Breakaway opportunity! Backhander, and Paul kept it out. Getting the left pad on it. Back to the point it comes. Pilon gets it back deep. Dore. Samuel Dore out in front. That's where the Vikings scored the first one. Montour brings it in for the Mohawks. Montour lets it go, and that's caught and held by Singh. Face off to the right of the Vikings net. 1-0 Vaudreuil leading. Cassie Diver to Howard Odie Diver up front. As is Martin Stacy Jr. And the puck gets by. There's a repass. And the Mohawks bring it in. Wrister! And that's blocked or knocked down by the right shoulder of Singh. Matt Stacy. Olszewski and him wrestling, and now the puck comes free to center ice. Stacy. There's Ronan Diver with it now. Matthew Stacy fighting for the puck. Does a good job of leaning in and using his body firmly but fairly. Ronan Diver picks it up for the Mohawks. Diver knocked off the puck. Olszewski. His pass deflects and goes into the opposite corner behind the Mohawks goal. Stacy for his defense partner Diver. Diver up the wall. Martin Stacy Jr.'s got a man at center, and he hits him. Pass to Diver, coming on in. Diver, slap shot, and the puck was on edge. He couldn't get enough on it. The centering feed, intercepted. And Diver keeps that rolling puck back into the zone, and it goes behind the Vikings goal. Third row to Diver.
Come on!
And that pass is a little too hot for Diver to handle, and it's intercepted by the Vikings. Cleared all the way down, wide of Damon Paul, and icing is the call. This game brought to you by Mohawk Super Bingo. Jackpots running into the thousands each and every single night. Join them at Mohawk Super Bingo. Pick up your packages from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. each and every single day. There's a wrister, not on, comes back to the point. And that'll get by the defenseman. And a 2-on-1 anyway for the Vikings out of all of this. And that's not on. Good job by Damon Paul cutting off the angle, and the shot came in from a sharp one, and it did not make contact with the Mohawks netminder. So a face-off coming up outside the blue line. Ready with Dante Kirby. The lead pass, George Jacobs in behind the defense. Jacobs centers it in front, and Singh hangs on. The puck's behind him, but it doesn't go by. Good job by Deere deflecting that pass in. And we'll have a face-off coming up to the right of the Vikings netminder. Cross, Jacobs and Deere up front. Kirby on the back end, as is Noah Norton. Already with Dudjay, Kirby picks it up. Kirby brings it in. Kirby gets on the brakes. That one knocked away. And the puck gets out by Norton, and Kirby picks it up. And it goes by, and Chaseall's back for the Vikings. Kirby cuts it off. Kirby pinned up. Good battle between he and Chaseall along the wall as the shot comes in. Save made by Paul. Cannell keeps the play in. Dore behind the net. Paul knocked it away. We got a penalty coming up. And the Mohawks will be short-handed here. Second power play of the night for the Vikings coming up. They are 1-for-1 with the man advantage. Brody Dudjay Kirby is going to the sin bin for 2 minutes or less. Sent up to the point, kept alive by the Vikings as a wrister goes wide of the goal. Pass goes behind Rice, and it rolls in on Singh, who lets it go. Rice picks it up for the Mohawks. Rice trying to feed it out in front. That pass is deflected. Rice battling for it there along with Vaudreuil Deshay, who's got the only goal up to this point. Sent back in by Martin Stacy Jr., and he almost decapitated the Vikings player on the way in with that wrister. Decapitated with the puck, not the stick. And in come the Vikings. Pass is intercepted and sent to late to the ice by Stacy Jr. Everett Rice in pursuit of the puck. 1 minute gone by here in the first, or in the power play. Not much has amounted for the Vikings, but in comes Vaudreuil Dorion. Getting in there. Here's a shot. Not on! Out the other side, they score! A bad bounce for the Mohawks, and it's converted on the other side. Good karma for Vaudreuil. They are 2 for 2 with the man advantage. Nathan Pilaw goes where you have to go if you want to score goals in a game of hockey. It's Olszewski, Charles Olszewski, number 61, going to the right place at the right time. And Vaudreuil Dorion now 2 for 2 with the man advantage. There's a lead pass. Not really a whole lot Damon Paul could do there. It just hits the back of the net and comes back out the other side after we've gone down on the butterfly. And that's the Howie Cross. Lost it. Oh! And there goes the referee. Second straight week we've seen that. Remember in the game last week between HRS and Kahnawake and Adam A. You see that saw that. Kirby. Cross. Nice move. And that's the Howie Cross. Coming on in. Bible. Kirby fire. Save. Rebound. Score! Well, that's the Howie Cross, gets to the right place at the right time and makes no mistake on the rebound. Singh got the first shot, not enough on the second, and the Mohawks are on the board. It's 2-1 with 48.3 to go in period 1. Vikings pick it up, and away comes Vaudreuil Dorion. Nice play by the Mohawks with Curtis Latour in there along with Bill Renato Divo and the goal scorer. And that's the Howie Cross. Dore got it up as far as Kirby, who played it up. Intercepted by Desay. Louis Desay coming on in. Desay got around his man out in front. That pass broken up. And Kirby's got it with 20 seconds to go. Ready with Duncan Kirby moving on in. Gets to the outside. Kirby's got a step. Kirby, save, rebound. Singh has it! Oh. Some frantic moments coming here in the final 50-plus seconds of period 1. And there's still 10.2, so something might happen here off this draw. You never know, they get up the ice so quickly here. Rex Markey taking the draw. Markey to Dibo. Dibo back to the point. Here's a shot. Blocked. 4 seconds to go. 2-on. No Vikings. Oh, they let it go. They had a lot of time. I don't think they realized how much time they had. Oh, my. A potential golden opportunity slips away for the Vikings. 2-1 Vaudreuil heading into the second. We're back with period number 2. Vaudreuil Vikings 2, Kahnawake Mohawks 1. Brandon Bordeaux for Baby Blue Memories. It's Midget B. Brought to you by the Mohawk Super Bingo. We have a quintuple header set for you on Saturday. 5 games in a row here at the Sports Complex. 6 in grand total. Hold on the Bible. Moving on in. And he shoots one after the whistle. Not much after, though. Certainly not Melissa's intent. The winger on the far side just couldn't hold it. Norton. Chase-off. Gets by Noah Norton. Chase-off. Out in front. And Georgie Jacobs picks it up for the Mohawks. A lead pass up for Markley 2-5. Oh, and a big collision. And a penalty coming up to the Vikings. Here's a wrister by Divo. Save made. Power play coming up. Paul not going to the bench. And it wouldn't have mattered here as the Vikings intercepted, but a scary collision at neutral ice. That didn't really look malicious to me. That just looked like two guys running into each other, and unfortunately, well, someone had to go down. And Chaseaw's going to the sin bin. And the Mohawks are going to work on power play number 2, 0 for 1 on the night. Trying to tie this game up. Kirby, a wrister over the net. Rice turns and misses the goal. Kirby lets it go, not on. A rebound out in front of the slot. Turned away. And that one driven by, and it hits the stanchion and deflects out of the zone. Ready with Dudley Kirby. Wave it up.
Let's go, let's go.
Kept alive by the Mohawks. Forward. Up to Deshay. Deshay found on the clearing attempt. Played back in behind the goal. Noah Norton kept it alive. Norton, a wrister, pinball's on, and it's stopped by Singh. A wraparound try, and that one deflects to the boards. Rice trying to find it. Kirby kept it alive and pins the Vikings back behind their own goal. Centering feed, Norton lets it go, that's blocked, and it gets out of the zone. Kirby, Hilo took it away from him. Hilo moving on in. Hilo knocked away. And it's fanned on twice. And it's intercepted out of all that by Daibo. He shoots. That hit a leg. Back out. Norton a shot. Singh makes the save. And he lets it go to his defenseman. As they tie up behind the Vikings goal, and they're going to blow this play dead. And a face-off will come up with 3 seconds left on the power play. 12:17 to go in the period.
Doing play-by-play with a mask is actually kind of tiring. I'm exhausted. I'm more tired than the guys on the ice right now. I'm scared to see what would happen if I was playing. Power play is over. Vikings come back. There's a collision along the wall, picked up by Vaudreuil Dorion. Behind the net it comes. Given up. Montour didn't pick it up. A bouncer comes on net. And Paul's got it. With Leo Ranger, a very nosy neighbor on the doorstep. Power play's over. We're back to full strength final side. Power play's the big story here. Vaudreuil Dorion 2 for 2. The Mohawks 0 for 2. The one goal Kahnawake has was a 5-on-5 goal. Back to the point it comes.
Come on, let's go.
Off the wall it goes.
Let's go.
And the Vikings on the intercept. They play it up to center and into the Mohawks end of the ice. Chaseaw shoots, and Damon Paul snares this out of midair and will make the stop and hang on. 2-1. And a face-off coming up inside the Mohawks zone. Face off to the right of Paul. Nikita Novak taking the draw. He's joined by Dore as well as Ranger. Deshay at the point. Shoots. That's not on. Shot. His pass is intercepted and played up the center.
Played back behind the Mohawk goal. Daibo picks it up. Daibo. Got by the defenseman, they say. Daibo trying to find the handle, could not, and the Vikings scoop it up. Good interception. And it's played behind the goal by Lex Markley. George Jacobs in support. Pucked off by him. Daibo can't pick it up. And it's shot back into Vaudreuil territory. Jason. There's a knockdown, a good one at that. Shot save, rebound, Daibo gets the rebound and passes in, and we're all square 2-2. Good play by the Mohawks here. Just a simple wrist shot from the wall, but Singh doesn't pick it up until late because there's a bit of a lane on the way there. And then Daibo, who goes to the net, goes where you have to score. That's where you got to go to score goals in this league. Gets the rebound and makes no mistake with the wide open net in front of him. Everett White picks it up. Tie game here 2-2. Shot back into the Mohawks, behind the Mohawks goal.
Go!
And away from the Vikings. Henry feed, hops on in front, a backhander. Paul can't find it, he made the initial stop, comes back out to the slot, pokes away to the outside, but not out of the zone. Good job by Vaudreuil. A good bounce back shift for the Vikings. Pat St. Paul, and he's got it. Leo Ranger just couldn't find the handle on this one. It was bouncing everywhere except to his forehand. On two separate occasions on this opportunity, the puck went to his backhand, and he just couldn't get enough mustard to elevate it over the top of a sprawling Damon Paul. He's in position and makes a couple of really nice stops here and keeps the game tied at 2. There's a steal. In pursuit again is Novak out in front of the net, guarding 100. Dungey Kirby can't find it. Stolen puck out in front. It comes. Save rebound. Whoa! What a stop by Paul! And a slashing call coming up. David Paul. We'll see you on TSN's Top 10. What a pad stop. He made the first save and then slid across and made the second save. Nikita Novak denied, and to make things even worse, the Vikings have taken a penalty. So is it a third time being the charm here? Mohawks about to go to work on the power play. They are 0 for 2 with the man advantage. Back to the point. And that one's not on. And the puck gets by Noah Norton and down into Mohawks territory. Kirby and Norton, the defenseman on this power play. Cross. Brought it in, got tied up, and the Vikings come back out. Dore bringing it in against Kirby. And Kirby's going to take a penalty here for a body check. And that'll even it up 4-on-4. And Kahnawake now 0 for 3 with the man advantage. Martin Stacy Jr., Ronan Daibo, Ronan Daibo on the ice for the Mohawks. Stacy Jr. will take the draw. And it's shot out, but wide of the goal, and this is an icing as it's 4-on-4. Noah Norton on defense with Ronan Daibo, Dehorodu Daibo, Martin Stacy Jr. on the up front. Say on the back end for the Vikings, as is Pilon. Chasaw up front. Charles Ozuski, the other winger. Oh, we got a hooky call coming up on the Vikings. As the two Vikings get to sit next to the peanut gallery right next to the penalty box. What the Vancouver Canucks used to do, they used to have those green men sit right in the penalty box, right next to the penalty box. 4-on-3 power play Mohawks. Hooky called one against Chasaw. So the power play unit gets to practice something we very rarely see, a 4-on-3 opportunity for the Mohawks here. Stacy Jr., the Ronan Daibo up front. Ronan Daibo, Noah Norton on the back end. And that is the fourth power play penalty to the Vikings here. They can only take one more, and then after that they would lose the Frank Gier point. And that's cleared out of the zone. By the way, the penalty's not up on the board. We don't know how much time is left on it. Daibo makes the move. Daibo shoots! Scores! Novak just came out of the box, but I think it should be the other way around. I think Chasaw should be coming out because he's the one who made it. I think they got to switch. I think Novak has to go back in and Chasaw has to come out. Anyway, it's a power play goal. The Mohawks have the lead. It's 3-2. And I know what the Vikings coach is a little mad here. I understand he's got a beef. Not so much for the goal, but because now the penalty, once the Mohawks penalty expires, Kahnawake has an abbreviated power play, which should not have been the case. Anyway, this one comes in and hits Clayton Daibo on the bench. 10, 15, 20 years ago, he would have made the glove save on that, but as aging takes a toll on us all, he kind of just let that one drop. Penalties have 1 minute and 4 on it for the Mohawks, 1:20 for the Vikings. Dehorodu Daibo gets the goal and the Mohawks have the lead. It's 3-2. Wells. Dore moving on in. Dore tied up. Dore dropped it back to the point. Arister blocked.
Let's go, let's go, let's go!
And away come the Mohawks. Dore got back into the play nicely. George Jacobs.
Let's go, let's go!
Jacobs driving in. Jacobs gets a shot away. Save made, and Singh will not let a rebound go. Three to 2 Kahnawake leading. Dehorodu Daibo with the goal, which currently has given the Mohawks a lead. A bouncing puck, and Singh has to be cautious as this one bounced in on net and forced the Vaudreuil netminder to come up with a big stop. Face off to the right of the Vikings net. And away go the Vikings. Daibo can't get it. Dore busting on in. He shoots. Paul makes the stop. Face off to the left of the Mohawks goal. Pass to Daibo, taking the draw, comes back to the point. Here's a shot right on. A rebound sent wide of the goal. Picked back up off the other side. Lahas. Plays one up. Not as far as the point. 10 seconds left in the Vikings. Penalty. Back to the point it comes. Deshay shoots. Saved by Paul. He knocked that out of midair. Kirby picks it up. Penalties are over. Full strength both ways. Hey, Kirby's in offside. That last move forced Rice to just jump and create that offside. 3 unanswered by the Mohawks, and they have the lead here, 3-2. And now the Mohawks are short. Power play goal, Mohawks 3-2 lead. Kahnawake 1 for 4 on the man advantage. The Vikings 2 for 3. Chase off, moves in. Kirby. Lost the puck. Pad saved by Paul.
Let's go!
And a lead pass. Intercepted. Tayshaw picks it up at center ice. Tayshaw bringing it in. Tayshaw. Out in front it goes. Ryan Rockwood here. Rice lost his balance at center ice. Played out in front. No one able to handle it. Vaudreuil picks it up. Sati. Out in front. Paul the save. Rebound. Paul the save. Paul with 2 big shots from point blank range. Right at the tip of the crease. 5 minutes to go in the second. Thibault accelerating, and he accelerated too quickly. He got by the 2 defensemen, but went over the ice. As they say in the medical world, the operation was a success, but the patient died. (3-2) with 4:54 to go here in the second. Ready well, Dudley Kirby. Well, that's the Howie Cross, who has one of the goals for the Mohawks. Lost the puck. Played up. Cross. Trying to get inside. Lost the puck. And it's turned over. And this one hits the Mohawks forward, who was in too deep, and it's offside against Kahnawake. 4:14 to go in the second. And away come the Mohawks. Here's the wrister block. Follow chance, save made, and it's cleared away. That's going to be cleared up, and this would have been a delay of game call in the NHL, but they're not at that level. Just saw it out of the zone and out of play. And with 3:50 to go here in the second, Mohawks leading 3-2, but a face-off coming up to the left of Damon Paul. Face-off to Terry taking the draw. He's joined by Tayshaw on wing, as well as Sati. Henry feed broken up. Back to the point. Ronan Dybel has the puck. Jamming for a moment. Tipped into Mohawks territory. Jacobs off the wall. Pinball's back in. And away from the Vikings. Sati back to the slot, and that shot blocked. And it pinballs out of the zone. Vaudreuil's got to retreat here with 2:40 to go in the period. Jacobs trying to slap this one up. Jacobs off the wall. Wells knocked it down, and the Vikings look to come back. Breaking into Kahnawake territory, they shoot it behind the goal. Ronan Dybel there. Dybel up the wall. Canal with the breakup of the stretch pass. And then with Duncan Kirby has some room to operate. Kirby gets wide. Kirby moves in. Kirby gets a shot away on him. And it gets wide, the defenseman, and back out the other way. Dore moving on in. Dore, backhander, hands off by Paul. Back to the point it comes. Practically fed on it, a centering feed. Kirby got a stick in the way of the redirection attempt. Rice got it up to pass to Dybel. Dybel lets a shot go. Singh makes the stop, and he'll hang on to it. Face off to the left of the Vikings goal. The hanging it up with Deer could not get a shot away. Kirby lets it go wide. Out the other side, Deer trying to find it. The ricochet kind of handcuffed him though, and the Vikings come back. And here's an opportunity. What a move! David Paul can't get it. They score! Highlight real goal. But Marcus Chaser. And the game's tied at 3. With the minute 17 to go here in the second. Face off, moving on in. Now Dybel with the knockdown. Rough stuff going on in front of that Mohawks goal mouth. Picked back up by the Vikings along the wall. Here's the wrister which flutters wide of the goal. Cross. And it's picked up by the Mohawks. A shot by Stacy Jr. does not hit the net. Dybel. That one hit the wall. Dybel gets it, or Norton gets it back. And a center feed. Intercepted and sent back into Vikings territory. Kilo. And here goes Nikita Novak. And that's offside. We're down to the final 14.2 seconds to play in period number 2. Vaudreuil Vikings 3, Kahnawake Mohawks 3. Shot back into the Kahnawake goal. Right around the horn. Picked up by Wells. Dybel with the interception, and that is the end of the second period. Vaudreuil Vikings 3, Kahnawake Mohawks 3. Third period coming up. Third period. All square here, 3-3. The Vaudreuil Vikings bringing it in. Centering feed, just wide of the goal.
Come on, let's go!
And they hold it on to Daibo. Got it out of the zone. Kirby picks it up.
Let's go!
Ready with Hudson. Kirby moves in. Kirby on the backhand. Kirby looks out in front. Shot stopped and a rebound cleared away by the Vikings. Daibo with the takeaway. And Vaudreuil gets it out of the zone, out of reach of Kirby. And away come the Mohawks. George Jacobs.
Let's go!
Markey behind the goal for Daibo. Daibo's pass broken up by Wells. Wells and Canal the defense. As the Vikings bring it on in. Oh, and a big collision in. That's a penalty on Ronan Daibo, I believe. And a power play coming up for the Vikings. We'll be playing 21 minutes of running time. And the Mohawks are down a defenseman, as you see. He's been ushered out of this game. But the Vikings attacker is back up on his own power, so that's a very good sign. I'd have to see the replay. I don't know if it necessarily looked malicious, but it certainly did look like it was worthy of a penalty. But it is a game. So who's going to the box? So George Jacobs has gone to the penalty box, serving the minor. Fortunately for the Mohawks, it's just a 2-minute penalty. Here's a shot, saved by Paul.
Let's go, guys!
Unfortunately for them, the Vikings are 2 for 3 on the man advantage here. Ready with Dudley Kirby, up to the point, not out. Here's a wrister, wide of the target.
Let's go!
Picked up and cleared the length of the ice by Kirby. Daibo shot it out. He has one of the Mohawks goals.
Let's go, move it!
And away come the Vikings. Bringing this one in. Centering feed, break it up. And the Mohawks will get the clear.
Go, skate!
Look at this hustle.
Skate, front!
Martin Stacy Jr. behind the goal. Stacy Jr. waiting. He's killing off some time. Look at this. Martin Stacy Jr. killing off some power play time, which is down to 50 seconds. And the Vikings come back. Pila got as far as neutral ice.
Let's go!
Stacy Jr. plays it back behind the Vaudreuil Doriel goal. Stacy. There's a collision at neutral ice. The Vikings bring it in. Here's a wrister deflecting out of play. And there is now 17 seconds left in the penalty for Ronan Daibo being served by George Jacobs. Daibo was given the gate. Face off to the right of the Kahnawake cage. And it's shot out of the zone. lead's over. George Winkler's out of the box.
Come on, come on.
He's gone to the bench. They hang it up. The Deers come out to the ice. Kirby couldn't find it. Comes behind the goal. A centering feed. Hits something and it deflects out the other side. Kirby.
Let's go, let's go.
Made it to the point. Canal tied up.
Come on, come
And
on.
Dibo's got it. Dibo
Let's go, move, move.
and Castaneda. Sorry, there is Mator coming in. Mator knocked off the puck. Penalty coming up. And the Vaudreuil Vikings will be short-handed. Power play number 5 for the Mohawks is coming up right now with the chance to take the lead. It's a slash. Boy, do we have a busy Saturday coming up for you. First at 11 o'clock, Adam C. Huntington against Kahnawake. Adam A. Il Perot against the Mohawks. And then the Pee Wee C Mohawks will play host to the Chateauguay Sultans. And then the Pee Wee A Mohawks will play host to the St. Martin Blizzard. And then Billings hockey after that, HSB junior team against College St. Paul. Mr. White, dive with a rebound, can't get it there. And it's cleared out of the zone by the Vikings.
Let's go, look around, look around. Come on, let's go, let's go.
Noah Norton. Intercepted by the Vikings. And that hits past the Dibo and goes out of play. A very disorganized first 20 seconds or 40 seconds of this power play.
Go now.
Here comes Dibo, a shot. That deflected, went way up in the air, amazingly did not hit the ceiling. There's a wrister, not on. Comes out in front, Dibo, and that ricochet handcuffed him, and the Vikings intercepted, clear it out of the zone. We're down to the final 50 here of this power play. Kirby. And this pass is picked up by, that's the Howie Cross. Broke 3 sets of ankles, but unfortunately one of them was his own. And now the Mohawks got to come back. And that's the Howie Cross. He's going to try it here. 30 seconds to go in the penalty. A shot. Ricochets behind the goal. Dibo trying to use his length, but the Vikings will intercept. And that'll be shot out of the zone, wide of Paul. We're down to the final 15. Ready with Ajay Kirby. To Norton. Norton. Centering feed hit the skate of the line. And now Dibo brings it back in. Onside, they say. Here's a wrister. Block. Power play is over. The Mohawks now 1 for 5 with the man advantage. And that'll be cleared out of the zone. And the Mohawks have to come back. Noah Norton got it up to center. Thought he had to wait for his line mate to change or get back on side. And now it's played back into Vaudreuil territory. There's a turnover. Intercepted by Stacy Jr. He shoots. Score! Stacy Jr. Well, thank goodness this is not pool, because if that was pool, that shot wouldn't count. There's no way you would have called this. What would you call this? Like 2 bands cross corner? Oh my, Martin Stacy Jr. lets it go. It hits the derriere of one of the Vikings and the flex behind the goal. And the Mohawks have the lead. Tough break for Singh and company. Ooh.
Let's go.
Here's Wright. Shooting one that's blocked. And it gets by Lahash. And Lahash takes the penalty though to break up a 2-on-1 odd man rush. And Lahash is going to the penalty box, and the Vikings are going to work on their 5th power play of the game. Vaudreuil 2 for 4 with the man advantage. The Mohawks, as we mentioned, 1 for 5. This is power play number 5 of the night for the Vikings. It comes at a crucial time. Ready with Dudley Kirby, picks it up. Has time and gets it out of the zone. And away come the Vikings. Novak sends Santi in. Kirby. It's out of the zone, and the Vikings need to tag up. Kirby's got it, and he will shoot it out. Pilon knocks it down at center ice. Mohawks defense down to 5 here, as one of the defensemen was thrown out of the game.
Let's go. Skate.
Get over to Daibo. Ran out of real estate. Daibo fighting for it. He can't handle it. All tied up as the Vikings bring it back in. There's a lead pass and a breakaway short-handed. Pass to Daibo in behind the defense. He's stopped. Oh, he missed it. Or no, they're saying that Singh got a piece of it. Oh, that could have been a big boost for the Mohawks. 4-3 lead, Kahnawake. 11:15 and counting left. Running time in the 3rd. Face off to the left of the Vaudreuil goal. Stacy Jr. out in front. He got credit for the last goal. Daibo shoots him in very close to that stop. 26 seconds left in the power play for the Vikings. Chaseoff brings it in. Chaseoff knocked off the puck. Kirby to Daibo. Daibo can't get by. Good pinch. But Kirby's got it here. Up to Daibo. And Daibo gets it out to center. Vaudreuil brings it in. That's the key to Novak. Catches his own pass. Chaseoff. Penalty is over. Lahash is out of the box. There's a takeaway. Mohawks with 3 defensemen out there. And they're going to get a chance to execute a full change here. Yeah, and we mentioned the Mohawks started this game off with 6 defensemen, 3 full pairs. But are down to 5. As Ronan Daibo is no longer able to participate in the action tonight.
Let's go!
And here come the Mohawks. Norton puts on the brakes. Shoots. Singh knocks it down with the glove hand. There's a clearing attempt. Hit the derriere of Jacobs. Pick back up. And Saudi trying to get behind the defense. And Matthew Stacy in pursuit, he got the puck.
Come on, let's go!
Look there, is Montour, brings it back. Montour can't get by. They heighten it up with Deer, puts on the brakes. Deer trying to play it back. Doré with the knockaway. And it's played up and by everybody and into Kahnawak's end of the ice. That'll cross the goal line. Icing is the call. We're under 9 running time minutes left in this contest. cross. And there you see the referee losing a balance a second time. That's about the only time you'll ever see a referee fall on his own and not have anyone react. Shot came in by her, that's how he crossed, and it was stopped. Face off to the right of the Vikings goal. Back to the point, here's a shot by Norton, pad save by Singh. Out in front, Singh to stop, and he will freeze it. We're under 8 to go here in the third. 4-3 Mohawks leading. Face off to the left of the Vaudreuil goal. Watch Markley taking the draw. Markley ties up and he got it. A quick shot off the face-off block. Cross, centers it, saved it. Ball will touch twice, and that one deflected wide. There's a big collision in front of the goal. Markley, a shot blocked, and the Vikings come back with Chase-off. Chase-off coming on in. Chase-off. And he lost his balance behind the net. Pick back up, and the Vikings they tie it. A shuttling feed, and Vitteri's tied the score at 4. Oh, we're down to the final 6:35 here. The first game the Mohawks played in Midget B was a 3-3 tie. That was last Sunday in Mercier. But we have the same thing happen now.
Come on!
And here come the Vikings. Novak! Score! Sadi dabs it in, and Vaudreuil scores 2 real quickly.
Hustle!
2 goals in a minute running time, and the Vikings have taken the lead. It's 5-4. And that is the third unfortunate bounce for the Mohawks there with that wall.
Hustle!
And there's a takeaway. Kahnawake coming on in. He shoots. Seek the save. A rebound. Overskated. Don't forget Kahnawake scored goal. You want to talk about a good bounce. They got one there. As the Vikings bring it on in. A centering feed. Knocked away. Back to the point it comes. Lahash trying to find the handle. Set around the horn. Daibo. And Daibo chips it deep. Daibo and Kahnawake. 2-on-1. Daibo post! Oh, you can hear that one from far away. Sadi brings it deep. Saki. And Kirby with the takeaway. 40 with Dudley Kirby. Up the ice for Kahnawake. Daibo, a slap shot. Does not find the target. Penalty coming up against the Vikings, I think. Yep. Interference against the Vaudreuil Vikings, and the Mohawks will have power play number 6 coming up here. This roller coaster game continues. The Mohawks hoping to tie it up. Markley centered it out in front, knocked away by Singh. Back to the point, Kirby deflects it. Kirby, shot. No one could get a stick on it as it was going wide with a purpose. There's a follow-up wrister that hits a body, comes back out to the front of the point, and it's shot in and on Damon Paul.
Go now, look around.
3:35 remaining. There's a lead pass. No one there. Icing wave. Icing wave. Icing wave. And that works out very well for the Vikings as they clear it out.
Come on, let's go.
A minute 17 to go. Mohawks down 5-4. Ready with that, Jake Kirby. Kirby gets it deep. Kirby tried to play it out in front. Rice dumped it back behind the goal. There's a turn, and that one hit something and deflected out of play, and actually it hits nothing. It's just shot out. 2 minutes and 47 seconds to go. 5-4 Vikings lead. Mohawks on a power play. But they got to get into game mode right now. This game clock is still running. Shot back in behind the Kahnawake goal. Noah Norton turned it over. Sadi with the steal out in front. Giving up, and a 4-on-2 Mohawks. And that's the Howie cross. Good move. Cross. Shoots. And he missed the net. Kirby picks it up. Sorry, that's not Kirby, it's Norton. Getting it deep. Cross. Behind the net looking for Jacobs. He's tied up by two Vikings. Back to the point it comes. Shot. Save. Rebound. Save. Loose puck. Sting's got it. As we wane closer to the final 100 seconds of this game. Mohawks need to get desperate here. Damon Paul, I would not be surprised if he goes to the bench anytime soon with that game clock winding low. Slap shot, not on! Their radar tracker's been off too with some of these shots. Norton lets it go, that hit the body. Ready with that, Jake Kirby. Lost it, chase out with the takeaway, good play. He shoots. And then Hobbs on Paul, who makes the stop. Lead pass off of Viking stick. Paul still not going to the bench. Kirby. Icing. That's right, he did shoot it in on the other side of center. Down to 40, it's tick, tick, tick time here for the Mohawks. They gotta get one. Kirby. Dival got it up to the wing. Pinballs. Paul keeping it going here. Wraparound try, stuffed up. Follow-up chance. Walk. And that's it. Time runs out on what was a wild, wacky Thursday night of pucks. But 2 goals in 20 actual game seconds propelled the Vaudreuil Vikings to take it 5-4. We actually have 6 games for you coming up on Saturday, so a sextuple header for you, starting with the Adam C. Mohawks and then concluding with 2 Howard S. Billings hockey games. Your final score here, Vaudreuil Vikings 5, Kahnawake Mohawks 4. Now I'll go to Mohawk Super Bingo for the support, and we'll see you on Saturday.